Hiya, it's Zaya, and today we are taking a look at the setup for my horoscope journal for 2026. All right, so I have gone ahead and made vision boards for a lot of my planners, notebooks, and journals already, which I am very pleased with quite a lot of them. So let's talk a little bit about what I have here on my vision board. In the past, what I've done is I've had the vision boards inside, but I'm a very visual person. So I think it's important for me to have those visual reminders of what it is that I'm working on at the front and not just a bunch of stickers. I think the stickers are really cute and I've done it for a very long time, but the stickers don't really represent what it is that I'm working towards. But a vision board does. And when it's inside the book, I don't ever really look at it. I never refer back to that page. Even if it's at the front of the book, I just kind of skip to where I need to go. So I think that having the vision board in the front is going to really help me focus and align my goals, because it's going to be a reminder that, hey, that's what you're working on. That's what you're working towards. You need to stay motivated and do the things that you said you're going to set out to do. So by looking here at this vision board for my horoscope journal, some of the things, we'll start from, I guess, this side and work our way down. All right, so one of the things that I really want to do next year, or that I'm planning, is to travel. And this is a hot spring. And hot springs remind me of being calm and just relaxing and chill, and I definitely need that in my life. Next, we have focus, discipline, and consistency. I think those are all, it's like a little fuzz or something. Sorry. Those are all words that I really need to bring in to 2026. I need to stay focused, I need to be disciplined, and I need to be consistent in all areas of my life. Next, we have an outfit display, and that's because there's a little fuzz right here too. That is because I am going towards the goal of completely taking out everything from my wardrobe and revamping it. And I think that this is the style, and I don't think I know it. This is the style that most represents me, but I currently don't show that style or have any pieces from that specific look. And that's because, one, they've been more expensive and I haven't prioritized it, but I do want to in the coming future. And then ambition. And here for ambition, we just have the definition: relentless pursuit of exceptional goals driven by determination, aspiration, and the hunger for achievement. And because this is my horoscope book, I am curious if you can figure out which of the zodiac signs I represent just based off of that alone. We'll wait until the very end, or to the end of this vision board, and then I'll go into it. And then over here I have a wallet full of money because, of course, to do anything you need money, and I want to aspire to make lots of money. And then here we have brown. I think the theme here is brown, which is perfectly fine. And these are just stars and just the sky, the universe, and of course doing the horoscope. And I do want to mention that it's not only the zodiac that I'm looking at, the Western zodiac. I'm also going to be diving into my Chinese zodiac. So here in the middle we have the year of the horse, which is 2026, and that's what this one represents. That is not my zodiac sign, but I wanted to make sure that was on there because that represents the year of the horse. And then this is also from New Zealand. I just wanted to keep that in the forefront of my mind, that that is a trip that I will be taking. So based off of all of this, have you guessed what my zodiac sign is, my Western zodiac? I'm a Capricorn. I am am a December Capricorn, and my Chinese zodiac is Year of the Dragon. So I am a sea goat Capricorn and Year of the Dragon. All right. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to flip here inside. Oh, and then I do have a cover on cover. I forgot to mention that this is a 5-year sterling ink. And inside here, what we have are some stickers from Sticky Club. And this book is only going to be using Sticky Club stickers. And pretty much I'm just going to be putting them into collages, which I love doing. So here we just have some collages of a whole bunch of artists from the Sticky Club. Here we see that it is the 5-year diary from Sterling Ink. And then moving in, we have a 2026 horoscope. So there are tons of different stickers. I'm not going to name all of them because it's just too many. If you have a sticker that you're curious about, please just leave it in the comments and I will try my very best to figure out which sticker book it came from, or not sticker book, sticker sheet. All right, so let's look at some of the things that when I looked up what my 2026 horoscope, like a yearly view, what it said. So some key terms, it said that I would be deepening, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, it's morning, so my voice is like, ugh. Deepening my relationship. I'm going to have career advancement. Health and family well-being is going to be important. I'm going to be having high ambition, which ambition, that was before I even made the vision board. And then growth, so overall growth. The forecast was that I was going to have a steady income stream. Being disciplined, so I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to reassess my goals before the new year. I'm going to focus on budgeting and saving. And then, being disciplined next year is going to pay off for me. Listening to my inner voice. So next year I need to listen to my inner voice. And then it says, use your energized time well. So it says my energized time is from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And that is completely true. I am a true night owl. So far it was doing great, right? And then it says, this is just what I took from the horoscope website. And I just wrote all of this information down. And it said, you are going to feel motivated and bold and change old habits. And then excels in long-term planning, which is true. I do excel in long-term planning. When I asked it about relationships, this is what it had to say. Depth and connection growth. I'm going to be drawn to new contacts. I'm going to make spontaneous connections. There's going to be travel and new excitement, which I am hoping to travel to New Zealand. I'm going to prioritize the connections that I make. I'm going to stay grounded because of the Chinese New Year horse and because I am a dragon. So this energy has a potential to move fast. Now, of course, this is a combination. All of this is a combination of not only this is mostly the Capricorn side, and this is mostly the Year of the Dragon zodiac sign, plus in combination with the Chinese New Year's zodiac sign of Year of the Horse. So that's why I wrote up here, Year of the Horse. I'm going to create deliberate plans and set clear goals with steps and timelines. And one of the things I do want to focus on is making sure I'm making actionable steps. So I'm going to schedule downtime next year. I'm going to focus on my systems to have an amazing year. And then I'm going to build a foundation. So I did write in here Capricorn because I had already written in here Year of the Horse. So something about Capricorns. We climb any mountain. We are traditional. We are disciplined, intelligent. We'll go to any depth. We are ambitious, witty, loyal, goal-oriented, and self-reliant. And then I was able to find a little goat sticker, so it was nice. I didn't have any dragon stickers, but I was able to put a horse on here for Year of the Horse and then a goat. So this is what I was able to find for my 2026 horoscope and for the year as kind of like a overall overarching view of what my horoscope is to be. Okay, these are the goals that I have for this book, and you'll notice that some of them I have already checked off because I do think it is important to go into your goals with already having some things completed. It kind of keeps the ball rolling and keeps you motivated. So I have a vision board that is done, journal, this is the journal, sticky club stickers, a cover on cover. Of course, I do want to get some more sticky club stickers, but I do have quite a bit right now. I've been setting up my goals page. That's this one right here. My daily horoscope, I do have a section for that. My yearly horoscope, I've already completed. My monthly horoscope, I do have a section for that. Tabs, I don't have any tabs yet. Decorate, that's going to go, basically, essentially, it's going to happen throughout the year. I would like to make a to buy list, and that's going to be on this side. My birth chart, moon cycles, I'm going to be tracking my partner and then my horoscope. So he is a Gemini and I am a Capricorn. I'm going to look into the history of the signs. I would like to read a book that is maybe Year of the Dragon, or maybe one about Capricorns, or one about astrology in general. And then I have a daily website that I can visit. I'd like to get some tarot cards and then write about elemental energy. And then as things come up throughout the year, I can write in more. The list can continue here. And then this will be my to buy list. I love these stickers. I love them. All right. Over here, we have some additional pages. And these pages, I haven't quite figured out exactly what I'm going to put on them, but I'm thinking that I will add in some of the really impactful or meaningful horoscopes that I have throughout the year. I can add those in here to be some of my favorites, but for now they're just decorated and I love them. They're so cute. All right, here we go. This is our next page. I love all of the collages. I love when stickers are just randomly together and somehow they just work. They just fit. Okay, let me give a little backstory here. So this actually is the review page, and what I'm going to use this one for is those monthly horoscopes. Now, in the beginning here, you're going to see that there are already some pages that are decorated, and the reason behind that is because this is a 2024. I don't know if she still carries this color, this caramel color for this. I don't think she does. I think she's moved on to the hard bindings. But this, I bought this one in 2024 because I was like, I'm going to do a 5-year journal. I got this. I did not. But you'll see that I did write on some of these pages, and you may be able to see the whiteout. But I wanted to repurpose this because I've learned that 5-year journaling doesn't work for me. But I really love this horizontal layout, this all being on one page. It really speaks to me. But what doesn't speak to me is journaling like this. It just doesn't work. So because of that, I decided to white out any of the sections that I had previously journaled on. And what I'm going to be doing is decorating those sections in. And there's only a few pages that I actually did I did journal on this year that I'm going to be taking stickers and whiting out. So the whole bulk of the stickers won't always be here at the top. The sticker sections will move around, or, you know, it doesn't have to be straight across. Sometimes it'll be along the side, or sometimes it might be like completely in the middle, or, you know, it might be a row here in the middle. It might be going down this way. But you are going to notice that in the beginning here, the stickers do all kind of line up on this first row. And that's only because I had journaled in that section previously in this year, but I did want to repurpose this book. So here we have the monthly view for January. And then we have this one here for the very 1st of January. And so how this is going to work is I'm going to look up my horoscope. I'm going to write it in. And sometimes horoscopes are longer, sometimes they're shorter. But I would also like to write in how I feel about that horoscope. and then also how it related to that day. So sometimes it'll say something arbitrary, but it kind of makes sense, or, you know, sometimes it feels as though those things came true, and then I can write about it. And if it didn't come true, or if it didn't happen, then I can kind of reflect on that. So I'm going to have an area, I might do 2 different color pens where I write in the actual horoscope and then I reflect on it. And then, of course, the really nice thing about doing collages is as I get more Sticky Club stickers, if there's a spot that just kind of feels bare or empty, I can always go back and add those stickers in. All right, so these are the decorations that I have for January 1st and January 2nd. I just think they just all go perfectly together. I don't know, I love it, especially this one where, you know, they're on the water. This little boy is on the water. This little mushroom hat. We've got the mushroom hat over here with this bunny. He's in the water, but then we have our little froggy over here, and he's painting in the water. I just think that is absolutely adorable, just perfect. All right, so as you can see, it is top heavy because this year I did journal. I did journal on the monthly page. I did journal on the 1st and on the 2nd. I journaled on the 3rd of January and the 4th of January of 2025. I love this also. I just think, I don't know, I think it all just flows, even though they're from completely different artists and completely different styles and stickers and colors. For me, it just works. I absolutely love it. And I didn't think that making sticker collages would be my thing. Sorry, that it's a watch that goes off every hour. My apologies. But I just absolutely love this. And then here on the 5th, you can see that I did journal. But by the 6th of January 2025, I had completely abandoned this book. So it took about 5 days. And then I decided, you know what? 5-year journaling doesn't work for me. So I needed to repurpose this book. And you can here see the whiteout, and I haven't quite filled it in with the rest of the stickers because the stickers that I have at the time, they just kind of weren't feeling like they were meshing. But one of the things that I find to be very important is using wax paper to kind of pull out the sticker pieces that I want, and then I can kind of orient them on the wax paper before putting them down on the page. It helps, so I'm not sitting there sticking a whole bunch of stickers down and then, oh, I don't like that, and then pulling them up and then ripping the page. So using wax paper has been extremely helpful, specifically for making all of these collages. So nothing on the 27th. I didn't touch this book on the 28th, the 8th, or the 9th, or the 10th. I didn't touch it again on the 11th or the 12th. I didn't come back to this book until January 22nd of 2022. And I had told myself, you know what? You're not too far behind. You could back journal. But then did I? No. And you know what? I guess it was meant to be because I found a way to repurpose this book, and I love this too. I just think it all just goes together. And this is the last time I journaled in this book. So January 22nd, 2025. But you know what? We found a way to repurpose it. I don't have, oh my goodness, my voice. Oh no. Okay, let me just cough real quick. Okay, I apologize. Okay, I don't have any journaling anywhere else here in the book, and there are empty pages here in the back. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with those pages, and the only other thing I have here, or have left here, is this extremely cute little sticker, because I did go on to Etsy and purchase some more stickers from this artist, and I just love them so much. And yeah, we will be doing flip throughs of this book. Maybe not flip throughs of all of the pages, but we will be going through this book throughout 2026, and I'm just excited. I love the decorating aspect of it, and I really hope that this gave you some inspiration. If you were also thinking of doing a horoscope book, now my dog is snoring. So yeah, even if you're not thinking of doing a horoscope book, this is one way that you could reuse your 2025. This is one way you could reuse any undated 5-year journal if you have one. I've seen a lot of people that have talked about starting and stopping their 5 years. So this is one way that you could reuse it, or maybe you can come up with another way. I have come up with 2 other ways to reuse them, but you'll see those in other videos. And even if you don't need this much space for your horoscope, maybe it gave you some ideas for creating your own horoscope, not its own book, but within a different section of your own planning or journaling system. And with that, I will see you in the next video, and I will be showing you the setup of, I believe, my learning notebook, which I'm so excited about starting. All right, bye friends.